My name is Margarita.
My name is Dixon.
We are two immigration attorneys, and currently what we do is we help couples who are going through their green card process to handle not just their green card, but the entire immigration process all the way until they naturalize as a US citizen. Prior to enrolling into AA, we actually worked separately. So Dixon was working for Big Law while I was building my immigration practice. At that point, we really wanted to work together, but we couldn't find a way how exactly to make it happen. And at some point, I realized that the whole one-on-one work in the legal practice was not really working for us. Neither was it working for the clients, those who are on the other side of it. So that's basically where we were, and we were kind of stuck at that point. After we found Sunny on YouTube, and by the way, we saw her on day one, which was, I think, Thursday, and on Friday, we were already enrolled. That was the only video that we watched, and we were like, okay, we're completely sold on this method. As soon as we enrolled into AA, we started building, and it was amazing because my plan initially was that, okay, I'm giving myself 6 months, and in 6 months, we're going to be working together full time. We're going to have the program going. Everything is going to be perfect. And I did connect with certain members inside AA who were like, wow, you have really great ambitions, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to work. And it did. Ultimately, within the first 6 to 8 months, he quit his Big Law job, and we fully were on board working on this full time together.
The AA program gave us real clarity on this. We did consider obviously building a program prior and figuring it all out for ourselves, but with what Sunny had put together, we wasted no time in getting it all put together, getting clients, getting revenue. And like Margarita mentioned earlier, I was able to quit my job and join full time. And then from there, basically, we've had a business that has supported our lifestyle and given us the freedom really to pursue the dreams that we've always had.
It took us about 3 months to actually get this up and running. And from there, just to give you an idea, we kind of got stuck at some point because in the beginning, we weren't doing YouTube. So we were doing short form content to generate our leads. And I was a bit disappointed that Sunny was not teaching short form content. But with time, I understood why that was the case. It's just because short form content doesn't do it. It's not deep enough. It doesn't work. It doesn't even allow me to fully elaborate on what I'm trying to elaborate to communicate my message. So the entire time we were using TikTok and Instagram, just short form content platforms, it was great. We generated a ton of leads. Just to give you an idea, till 2 months ago, we were generating about 50 leads per month, which was obviously really great. We have 2,400 people on our email list. Our open rate is 65%. We know exactly what we need to say in our emails to obviously communicate our message and give great tips to those who are our subscribers, again, based on everything we learned from Sunny. We have really great revenue. When we enrolled into AA, we were told that making $10,000 is very easy. I do believe that ultimately it is, just not in the very beginning of the process, but yes, it is definitely doable. Generating $10,000, that's for sure a thing. But then as far as other tangible results, just like Dixon said, it does allow us to live our lifestyle. It does allow us to build from here. And moreover, we do actually view this product that we created as an MVP because we understand that many legal processes can be put in this on-demand format. And what we also realized is that just going through this process is that people do not like working with lawyers. They do not like hiring lawyers because it's always just these unexpected fees that come up and people feel very uneasy about it. So we are entertaining the idea that other processes can be put into this format as well. And somehow life is sending us mentors who are seeing it as well. So we are kind of looking in that direction, even past what we're currently doing.
Since we've been transitioning into YouTube, we've generated nearly 1,400 subscribers in, I would say, about 4 months. And again, it's following Sunny's approach here. And while we have a sizable following on TikTok, and that's where we've generated all of our leads from, YouTube really works. Because we followed Sunny's approach, we're getting a lot of views from videos consistently over time that build and garner us a lot more watch time as a result.
And that's the beauty of it. You see, with the short form content, it just disappears. For instance, We do have to work a lot on our marketing, but after 2 days, after we post our video, 2 days later, it's not generating any views. It's gone. We need to make new videos. Well, with YouTube, it's entirely different. That's why I'm so happy that on the first try, we hit a mentor who's actually teaching YouTube and email list instead of anything else, because it's obvious that over time, our videos just keep generating views. At this point, we have so many videos already that generated like 2,000-3,000 views, and we just started. And the reason is why it's working so well is because we obviously tested it in the short form content. We do know exactly what people who need our help, what they're looking for. So as a result, we know exactly how to communicate to them on the first try on YouTube. And our path, although was somewhat challenging in the beginning, just because we had no idea what we were doing, but actually starting with TikTok and Instagram really benefited our business in that now we know exactly what we need to say on YouTube. And from here, I just have this feeling that it's going to get significantly easier. So I'm kind of excited about that. If you are kind of on the brink on whether to invest into AA or not, you do need to understand one thing. Actually creating an online course is not as easy as it sounds, not at all. I've met a few people over the last few months who are like, yeah, I'm interested in creating my online course. I'm just going to post a few videos on YouTube and kind of get it going from there, get some clients and get the ball rolling. But they just have no idea what they're talking about. It's so much more complicated than that. Prior to enrolling into AA, I did record a course unrelated to what we're doing right now, but also immigration related. I had no idea what I was doing. I obviously did it backwards. I first recorded the course and then I was like, and from here I'm going to sell it, which is not how it works. So if you want to be wasting your time and kind of just going through all of this and at some point resent the process, then that's fine. You can take that route. But if you actually want to build an online course that sells, where you actually do generate income and it does become a legitimate business, then the only way to do that, at least in my understanding, is to follow a blueprint, follow an approach, because otherwise you're just going to be spinning wheels for probably years trying to see how it works until you just quit doing it.
And I'll add that, like, yeah, it's about not wasting your own time. If you're serious about building something, you're serious about having a business that makes you money, that gets you the freedom, that gets you to where you want to go as quickly as possible, why not follow an approach that has already been laid out, that has already seen a lot of success, that we've benefited from, that actually works. And if your hang up is how much it's going to cost, like, we've made that investment over so many times, and realistically, it's a business expense anyway. So like, there's really nothing to be concerned about, nothing to be worried about. It works. And like, if you're considering, like, you should just commit and get the results that you're looking for.